Marceline, Peppermint Butler, and the Lich King. Oh my, we have a lot to break down. Hey guys, Richard back for Geek Variants. We cover all things Marvel, DC, Lord of the Rings, anime, Star Wars, and more, including Fiona and Cake. This time, episode 7 and 8. And if you guys would do me a huge favor, there's a like button down there. Please be sure to hit that. For whatever reason, our metrics have been all jacked up the past week. It seems we've hit some sort of ceiling for whatever reason. And now we can't get a lot more likes, comments, or any of that stuff. We've had tons of subscribers hit us up, be like, hey, none of our stuff is popping through. But hey, if you believe in something, it'll work itself out in time, no matter what. And look, this series we never thought we would even get to see. And the fact that we've been able to see as much of it we have, and it's been actually as good as advertised, is nuts. Because I feel like HBO or Max could have done a little bit more in advertising this because this show has been insanely good. I feel like they took the premise of Marvel's What If and ran with it in a way that only this universe truly can. We saw a universe where Marceline was an absolute heartless monster. We saw a universe where, Simon became the Ice King, and then he became the Winter King. We have seen Cake try and take on the same level of development that Jake has, albeit not nearly as cool because, look, there's only going to be one Jake the dog. That's just how things have played out. And now we have the Vampire King, who was able to retain his sanity while still wearing the crown. So that goes to show just how powerful that dude is. He is one of one, and we thought that during the vampire episodes that Marceline had originally in Adventure Time that this dude was very, very strong. And now we have the whole crowning moment. Yeah, this dude's just kind of on another level, and we're just kind of trying to figure out our way around everything involving him. And now we have the Scarab getting in trouble at his job because he was ignoring a call, which is the exact same thing that Prismo got in trouble for, other than Prismo was on top of that, doubled down and created his own alternate universe. And now the Scarab has got involved in a way that is entirely insane. For him to show up and the Lich is the only thing left standing in this world, the Lich is depressed, is hard to believe. For me, no matter what universe you have, I kind of got to see the Lich as an adult, but I can't imagine as a child watching this show grow up with this thing existing in any universe, because that is the stuff of straight nightmare fuel. And now that the Lich in this universe conquered the entire world, other than, well, apparently BMO, because BMO, is a robot, no soul, and therefore not really worth any amount of time whatsoever taking care of and getting rid of. Now we have him going from a peaceful, calm, and semi tranquil demeanor to all of a sudden his eyes start burning, flaring red now. Yeah, my pattern of behavior and just true belief in the show of the Lich goes to show that this dude's back, and he's back in full force, and things are going to be absolutely asinine. The fact that he helped and just kind of let everything play out the way that it did could be the fact that he could have seen something in this universe or in some level of the future to where he could have eventually succeeded with his plan. Once again, Simon was the key to making all of this happen. Sure, he was finally able to make his plan work out, but at the same time, now there's more unintended consequences because we have them potentially going back to the real world, where now we have Marshall Lee in a relationship with Gary in a very, very tender and nice and kind moment that has probably gotten vastly overshadowed because of the power and significance of the characters that we saw. We had Pet Butt returning, we had Marceline returning, we had the Lich returning, BMO showed back up. It's like these are some of the main characters that kept things going very, very much. And that's not even mentioning the fact that Martin, all of a sudden, in this vampire universe, wanted to be a good dad to Finn. Go figure. A little too late. But hey, that's just the way this universe works. There's so many more questions than answered this time. And with only 2 more episodes left in this series, I'm a little bummed about that. But I'm very excited to see what they have in store for us or what cliffhanger they'll leave us at next. Because right now, the cliffhanger that they have us going back to the original universe, but now with magic, is going to cause untold havoc and destruction upon everything going on. We saw that Jerry is a big, big player. And well, if I had to put money on somebody, I'm just gonna say the Lich is back, and the Lich is back for a lot of evil in that universe. He's conquered one, but not two. Hey, if you want to do me another favor, since you already gave me a nice thumbs up, which we greatly appreciate, be sure to hit that lovely red subscribe button. You just listen to me talk about Adventure Time, Fiona and Cake, for 5.5 minutes. So clearly, there's something we at Geek Variants do great for you, the viewer. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next episode of Jujutsu Kaisen, where we are very fast and furious in the Shibuya arc. And I gotta say, if you're up with the manga, you know Jujutsu Kaisen is about to hit a wild ride. See you in the next one.